go, champ. It's the champ, Shannon the Cannon Briggs, and you're watching True School Sports. Let's go, champ.
It's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing games are missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, don't mind the sound effects in the background. That's just the South Florida rain, you know, spicing up these videos a little bit. But anyway, the WBA just ordered a interesting fight in the featherweight division that I think everybody should be paying attention to. As you know, none other than Thomas Ward, the number 1 WBA contender, has been ordered to fight the number 2 WBA featherweight contender, Otabek Kholmatov, aka Bruce Lee. All right, so really interesting fight because you got a guy in Thomas Ward, very technical, very good as a pure boxer. Not a big puncher, only 5 knockouts in 34 fights, but you know, I've seen him fight before. I remember watching this fight like 3 years ago when he fought Jesse Angel Hernandez on Showbox, and he outboxed him pretty easily to a decision. And you know, he's the kind of guy that if you know, you're not able to cut the ring off and plant your feet, you know, you could have a long night trying to find him and get around his clever boxing. But you know, he's fighting a guy, Otabek Kholmatov, who, you know, comes with a lot of amateur background, hard punching southpaw, very well conditioned. I've seen him train, and I've seen him around many times at Warriors Boxing Gym here in South Florida. And he's going to be ready, and I hope Thomas Ward is ready. But basically, what's wound up happening with this fight is that these two are fighting each other. Now, we know at the top of this division, this WBA situation at 126 is a mess. You got Leo Santa Cruz, who's the champion, but hasn't fought at featherweight in years. You have Lee Wood, who has the regular belt. They were both supposed to fight each other. Then they said no, they're not fighting each other. Lee Wood was supposed to fight Mauricio Lara. Leo Santa Cruz was supposed to fight Ray Vargas, but then Lee Wood pulled out of the Mauricio Lara fight due to an injury, and then you know, it looks like Ray Vargas is moving up to 130 to fight Oshaki Foster for the belt up there. So, you know, now it looks like these two are going to have to fight each other. And in the meantime, if that whole situation gets sorted out, now we're going to have this fight into the fold. So I know it's a lot of moving parts. It's very confusing. It was confusing me before I made this video. I had to really read through what I was talking about. But yeah, it's a weird situation. But nonetheless, it's a good opportunity for Thomas Ward, who, you know, has been professional for a long time. I mean, Thomas Ward has been a professional since 2012. So he's been at this a long time. He's fought, you know, not a lot of, you know, great names, any great names really. And you know, at 28 years old with 33 fights, he's very experienced, and he's gonna be in there against a guy, Otabek, who has not as many professional fights as him, because Otabek only has what, I think 10 fights, 9 knockouts. But he has that amateur background that kind of, you know, supplements the gap in experience. So it's a guy that's very technically sound, who's a mover, taking on a guy who's a southpaw, who can punch, who it comes from that, you know, Uzbekistan, you know, them Soviet countries. Uzbekistan is one of them countries. They're very regimented. They're very, you know, solid fundamentals, always prepared, always ready for the task at hand. It's seldom, very rare, that you see a fighter from one of these ex-Soviet countries come into the ring not prepared, not in shape, because it's just part of how their culture, to be very regimented and disciplined in whatever it is they're doing. So I like this fight because for Thomas Ward, it's a chance to make his name in the division, taking on an undefeated guy with a lot of pedigree. For Otabek, he's been winning a lot of these fights in the dark. You know, I'm privy to a lot of the things that go on with his career because I'm here in South Florida. I see him at Warriors Gym good amount of times, so I know what he can do, and I've seen what he does to guys in the gym. And my thing for Martin Ward is, like, if you're Martin Ward, don't try to do more. Don't try to do more or any less. You go in there, you be yourself, and you try to box your best fight. Because if you try to do anything more and fight outside of your skin, in this fight, you'll wind up like your fellow Brit Danny Dignam when he fought Johnny Beck, and you don't want to end up like Danny Dignam. So yeah, that's the news. Good fight. Looking forward to seeing if Martin Ward can outsmart Bruce Lee, aka Bruce Lee. You know, Otabek Kholmatov from Uzbekistan, the #2 contender versus the #1 contender. This is a fight that people should pay attention to because the winner of this fight within the next year or so could be looking at a title shot in the featherweight division as early as next year. So definitely pay attention to it if you're someone that likes to follow featherweight division. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Dania. So until next time, take care, guys.
And I think True School Sports, he's the truth. One of the best YouTube, the best.
Ooh, the #1.
Number one.
Brandon, you've been there, man, and you're building up a good following with us.
Thank you.
And I'm proud to be a part of what you're doing too. You are spectacular, and
You know,
Thank you, man. All the best to True School Boxing and keep up the good work.